I got my stars ready to go here for you guys. We're doing a quick check-in. I am getting better every day. And I wanted to bring you all in and just let you know I have been thinking about you every night. When it's time to go live, I'm thinking of you. And I'm getting better. Hey, MP. We missed a couple days, and I actually looked at the calendar today and looked at the number of days we're missing, and I thought, no, you know, we're getting a little bit better right now. I can at least chime in. I don't have too much energy, but I'm better today than I was yesterday, so that's a good start. I actually did test positive for COVID. And I had a friend, Spirit Angel, dropped off a COVID test for me yesterday, and it was valid, so, and it was not expired. So thank you, Spirit Angel, for being a friend. I really appreciate it. Yeah, taking it easy, taking it slow. Got stickers on me now. Look at these stickers coming off on me. MP, I'll give you a sticker. We're looking at Faith here resting next to me. She's been really following me around. Now she's gotten used to following me all over the house. I'm feeling a little better, Pookie. Not 100%, but definitely feeling better. I'll give you a star, Miss Pookie. And I think I seen Paula there. Hey, Paula. Paula Cisneros on a roll, huh? These stars are a little interesting. Leah, hello. Haley, hello. Haley, I feel like I saw you the other day. I'll give Haley a star. I guess I need to finish these first, these ones. Let's see if we get that many stars. I am feeling better every minute, but still down. How fast are you supposed to recover? And honestly, I cannot believe I have COVID. I can't believe that. Like, it's like, what? I did take a 1-month expired test on Friday because I found a test in my travel bag, and I was like, oh, let me take this one. I was like, well, it's 1 month expired, but it had fluid, remember? All those other ones didn't have any fluid. Yeah, all the wasted nostril sticks. Oh my goodness, seriously. I have a feeling I need to check on my doodles. Let me go see where they're at. Look at Faith, how comfortable she is. As soon as I move, she's probably gonna come follow me. Just make sure they're not up to anything crazy. Hi, Pastel, I see you eyeballing me. Hello, Doodle. Come. Where's your sister? Are you inside? Good. Thank you for following me. Okay. Is that everybody accounted for? Mirako. Oh, good job. You're in the recliner? All right. Sorry I woke you up. You woke up too? You don't like mommy disappearing? Okay. I hear ya. You're up now? Okay. Well, I don't want to stay too long. I do want to give out some stars. And chime in, because if John can do it, I can do it, you know? MP's gifted 5 memberships. Oh, that's so sweet of you, MP. MP gifted 5 memberships. You are so awesome. Everyone say thank you if you received a membership. Thank you so much. Look at those people that got a free membership on account of MP. TC Bear, Nikki Sweets received one. AC received one. Denise St. German received one. He-Man received one. Keep it coming. That's such a generous gift. Please be sure you thank MP. Being a member gives you certain privileges on watching certain videos that are not uploadable or viewable by the mass public. It also lets me know that you love the channel, and I guess MP loves it so deeply that she has given away like 25 memberships over the last year. Wow, wow, wow. MP, you are a blessing. If MP can give, you can give. Be sure you contribute to your favorite channel by donating on videos, or also donating at myfavoritegroomer.com/donate. Don't leave it all on one person's shoulders to do all the giving. Be sure to spread it all out so not one person is responsible for that or feels the outweighing responsibility to contribute alone. We should do it as a team. Thank you again, MP. I cannot thank you enough. Woohoo. Oh yeah, you have to go back and watch the beginning of the video for all the full facts. Hello, Mexican Fox. Things we already talked about, you're missing out on. Different for different people on recovery. Jennifer McFadden, how is Faith feeling today? Doesn't she look awesome? She's resting. No liver cancer, but she has liver failure. However, there's a bunch of videos I think you may have missed in between us talking about Miss Faith's liver failure. TC Bear, hello. I had a client of mine call you, but she did not get a response yet. Judy, hello. TC Bear, give you a star. If you're coming in every day, I can kind of see, especially since we missed a few days. Patricia, hello. If I'm used to seeing your name doubled up daily like that, then you get a star. You don't get a star, it's okay. You get a star, it's okay. It's just fun. There's nothing good or bad about it. It just is. AC, hello. Gets a star. I'm trying to use up all these stars. Let's see if we can finish them right now before I log off. Denise, good to see you. St. German, good to see you. That's a star. He-Man, hello, He-Man. I'm not sure if I see you all the time. Doug, hello. Good to see you. Got a star. Nice gift, MP. Oh, give her my email. Okay. It's on your contact card. She has it already. Okay. Well, thank you so much for joining, everyone. I feel like, you know, we're here for the good and the bad and the dirty and the ugly, right? And I thought to myself, if ever I got really ill, I would get online. So, and I would let you know what was going on a daily. It would be really hard to go live. People don't like to see you like that, to see you as a human being, right? They want to picture this. No, I did not feel the earthquake. It's too far away. But good call. I think the fracking out here, in my opinion, causes air pockets underneath us, especially in places like Irving, Texas, where so much fracking. So here's a house, right? Here's a house. And underneath the house, and I'm not a fracker. Everyone say that. I'm not a fracker. I'm not a fracker, but here's my theory. Here's a house. And there's a bunch of houses, and it's a big neighborhood. It's like this big neighborhood of houses called a suburban or an HOA, right? And they take this tool and they dig a hole down into the ground. And that tool can go miles. I'm talking miles, like a football field, but miles, okay? Miles and miles underneath all the houses. And extract possible I want to say oil, but there's other things that can extract minerals underneath where we live. And they can do it all over the place. Are you hearing me? So you live in this house, and all of a sudden, you have what are those big holes that develop? A drop hole, and your whole house is gone. Boom. Or like you live in a place where you all of a sudden are not supposed to really have earthquakes all the time, but all of a sudden, countless times, your neighborhood is always undergoing these earthquakes. Well, something could be like in our neighborhoods out here, it's like those holes that they have been drilling, fracking, they've been, digging under you, and you don't really know it until it's affecting you. Then you really care about how far they've gone down, and then how far down and straight they've gone under many, many houses. So all of a sudden now, it was kind of right during 2020 where there was like just this overpour of like complaints about earthquakes or, in the Irving area especially. And I thought to myself, yeah, I would not want my clients to live in Irving then if that's the case, because I'm a realtor too. I would be like, that personally makes me feel like scared for anyone that wants to live around that. And the thing is, it's like, how much can you actually know for sure what's realistic, what's public record, what can they really tell you, what can the truth be? You won't ever know. But you can go look up earthquakes, and you can know when they're hitting and what zip code or what they did in the past, and go like, oh, okay, you might steer clear from those areas because there's no proof that it's connected to fracking. Well, wouldn't it be interesting to say there's no proof that anyone wants you to see that's connected to fracking? So, and I want to say fracking, I don't want to get in trouble, so I'm careful how I'm speaking, but in my opinion, I would say I would not want someone to dig under my house, and I have no control of that, actually. They may have already done it, because underneath my house is owned by the land that the developer used to build my house, for instance. So below a certain point of the land, I do not own, right? Which is interesting. If you can go do some studying yourself, if you're young and listening to this. Miracle, can you get off of him? You can go do some studying and research for yourself. Is actually the ground underneath you versus the airspace above you. What do you really own if you're a homeowner? And you might be very surprised in your county, city, state that you might not own any of it. You might own some of it. You might own only like 10 feet down or 10 feet up. What you own above the land on your house, that your house sits on, and below it. Look that up and go educate yourself. But yeah, it's pretty interesting. So there's been a lot of that kind of thing happening in certain zip codes. And it wouldn't surprise me if there was also a lot of digging and drilling in those areas as well. And it can be scary. It would be very scary, in my opinion. If I lived near that, I would be ready to leave. Hello, Aunt B. Give Aunt B a star. We're trying to see if all these stars can be used up right now. Aunt B. Did you guys miss the lives? Or did you miss anything? Is it possible to go live every couple days? Or do you feel like you liked the every night thing? And give me your honest opinion. And I say that as I recover and feel better. As soon as I was capable of feeling pretty good, I guess I could have gone live and let you guys just sit in silence and watch the dogs, which is fine. But I felt like I needed the rest. And sometimes I'm there for people who also need rest, but they want to watch or partake. Maybe it's the only hour or 30 minutes of your life where you feel like you disconnect from your own reality and connect to someone else's. Can you tell me how you have let the lives on a daily basis affect your life right now in a good or not negative? I don't think it would be negative, because if it was negative, you could just chime out, right? Just log off and go back to sleep. But in a daily, on a, Grandma Shell, hello, I saw you, but I didn't say anything. Hey, Grandma Shell. On a nightly cap, Have the lives helped you at all? Star for Grandma Shell. I know Grandma Shell said, I have made her laugh, but when I can't make you laugh, but I just make you, when I am here for you to participate, right? When I'm not making you laugh, but we just have time together. Is that the same? Yeah, I'm very stuffed up. And I say very, but it goes in and out. It does remind me of PJ prayer time. But it's not called that anymore, is it? Customer service was like, this is hurting your channel. PJ prayer time was hurting my channel. And YouTube has a place for Christ-like things, I think. A different type of algorithm for those types of activities, in my opinion. So customer service was like, you should not be doing that, you know? And it also was like, it's time consuming and very little contribution comes back. So that's why you have to look at everything. Time is money. Money is your life, in the sense of not like, it's like time you don't get back, and people that don't value it. They just look at it like it should always be free. Everything should be free, but it costs to be here. It does cost me to be here, even if we don't do a groom right now. It costs me time, internet, everything. And you hate to always talk about it, but churches exist with donations. You know, every time you go to church, there's a basket for donations. And when you don't go to church, some people are members of the church. That means that they tithe, and they tithe all the time. Every month they have a certain dollar amount. Like, some people follow what the church Bible says, which I think says, 85% of your income goes to the church. And so I'm not comparing myself to the church. I'm just raising your eyebrows to go, it's true. Wherever you go, they cannot survive. They cannot deliver without an income. So David would be like, you can't keep doing all this. This is like your free time. And not only that, but the stats show that PJ prayer time is not a hit, you know? But you can see where we have, obviously, I'm here doing this, whether there's a donation or not. So if anybody wants to judge me that I'm only here for money, that's a false statement. However, you have to be honest. You know, you are turning the TV on and watching every ad out there. You're going to the store for a reason. You watch a short on any channel right now, at the bottom, everybody tags a product. You watch every TikTok or what. Matter of fact, I went on TikTok a couple weeks ago, and I was like, every single thing I looked at had to do with a product for sale. A creator, right, advertising a product for sale for an income. And some of the incomes are huge, enormous. So in order for them to continue on, they have to keep doing product sales, right? 10% tithe. Thank you for bringing that up. I remember it more than that, though. I remember that most of somebody I knew's income was going to tithing. So maybe that was just what they wanted to do. 10% tithing at churches. What is the Bible says that 10%, or is that... Reminds me of Peter. I have juggled multiple lives at a time before I use 3 devices. I have juggled multiple lives at a time. Thank you, Aunt B. Juggles devices. What you can do then, Aunt B, was when you're not watching me, you can let my videos play. 10% tithe amount. Thank you, Mexican Fox. I didn't know that amount, but I remember someone specifically, her name was Michelle, and she was so she would be a member immediately after joining a church. She invited me to a church, and the man who was married, right, it was this was a bad experience. I've had quite a few bad experiences at churches. Anybody else can raise your hand. I remember he was not young like that, maybe 30 something. And at the time he was probably 39 or 40, and I was probably 31 or 32. And I was good friends with Michelle. Michelle actually was the owner of Jazzy. And Jazzy, if you remember the story back, Jazzy passed away and Michelle could not pick her up being cremated. So I called and paid for the cremation so that Jazzy could go home. And then the lady who I was talking to on the phone at this veterinarian office, said, "Oh my gosh, that's so sweet of you." And I said, "Yeah, I've been her dog's groomer for many years. Although I hadn't seen her dog in like 10 years, I still loved Jazzy and Michelle and her husband." And I remember saying, like, I can't, like, I was at work at that time too. And I said, "I'm at work right now. I can't pick Jazzy up and take her like down the street from where you're at. They're retired. They can't drive. Husband has Parkinson's. Like, it's a bad deal. Can you drop Jazzy off if I pay for this right now?" And she did. So, um, so Jazzy, the dog who passed away, who has been cremated, who was sitting at the veterinarian office, got to go home, right? And I didn't care what the cost was. I just paid it. I wanted Jazzy home. And I forgot where I'm going with this story. Oh, so Miss Michelle was like, that's who Michelle was to me. So Michelle asked me a long time before that, when Jazzy was only like 2 or 3 years old, I would go to her house for like over 5 years and groom her dog, which was a simple groom: bath brush, ears, nails, teeth brushing, everything, right? In her little bathroom on the floor, no table. I mean, I don't know what I was doing. Why didn't I bring my table in her house? I don't know. We would do everything on the floor, which is all backbreaking, by the way. And Miss Jazzy and I, we just loved each other. She's a little Jack Russell. Yeah, Jack Russell. Was she a Jack Russell? I can't even remember now. No, she wasn't. She was a terrier. Yeah, she was a terrier. Not a Chihuahua, but not a Jack Russell. No. Although I got to look that one up. Man, it's been that long, 20, 30 years ago. Anyways, me too. I pay for no ads on YouTube as well. But I'm a creator. I don't want to get on YouTube and check my stuff and have to watch ads while I'm checking my stuff. Like, I have to be able to get to work. I hardly watch YouTube at all, actually. I just create, I do watch it sometimes, but not a lot. And sometimes things just click on. You don't even get a choice, right? Don't you hate that? It just rolls and you're like, I did not want to watch that. It's just rolling as soon as I clicked on the app. But oh my gosh, I got a star on my finger. Why are these cheap stickers not like that? But why do they're made cheaply so they just peel off and stick to anything they want to stick on? Why is I got one on my ear and everything? This is ridiculous. Do I have one on my forehead too? Ugh. I got her over here. Saki right here. Pastel right there. She looks so small, huh? 40 pounds of smallness. Okay, end of the story, and I'm going to let you go. And then we got, what? You guys traded places? Momo's over there. Okay. Yeah, I got freaking stickers on my pillow now. What the heck? This is something else. I'm going to put a sticker here. Get ready for that. And I won't get off my finger. This is ridiculous. There's only one sheet, so now we'll know. We'll know about these stickers. Oh, goodness. It takes a lot of exertion. It takes a lot of exertion out of me to do things right now. Now you have asthma from the COVID. My goodness. Well, anyways, I had a bad experience. Michelle told me to go to this church, and I didn't let it happen. I didn't know. I thought it was weird. So the pastor was like, this is like the second or church she was a member of. Like, after what happened with me, I think eventually she peeled out of that church. I was not going to go back to church for a while. Then later she had told me she had joined another church, and then after that she had joined another church, and now I don't think she belongs to a church. But I remember she tithed most of their income. That's where the story goes. Hear me out. Just hear me out. Not everyone who practices church actually can live it. So don't just, when someone says, I go to church, just don't go right there. Just like, remember the lady who like stopped and didn't want to help me on the side of the road, down the road from my house, was like on her way to church. She's like, I'm on my way to church. And because I was asking for help, my car had stopped running. My car has a business all over it and even says veteran on my license plate. And this lady says, I can't, cracks her window like I'm someone that she doesn't want to have anything to do with. And I'm wearing my uniform. It's cold. I think it was cold. And it wasn't that cold, but I had to wake my dad up at super early in the morning and get him out of bed and all this stuff. And, my dad was there for me, but like my neighbor wasn't. And today I heard, like a pastor talk about to love thy neighbor is how God would let you get closer to him. To love your neighbor as if it was yourself. To love your neighbor as if it was you. And God says, if you love your neighbor and give love, like you clothe someone who doesn't have clothes, you feed someone who doesn't have food, you visit a prisoner, you do these things that are uncomfortable, but you love humanity, you love your neighbor, you love the next person next to you. And if you do that, then God sees you in a different light, like you are closer to me. That brings you really close to me, right? And I'm standing in my neighborhood, which is a pretty decent neighborhood. And I'm like, this person, actually, she says, they're prior military. She sends her husband over, which he comes about 12 minutes later in his own car, which was awesome. But as soon as she said through the crack in her window that she was going to, like, I'm busy, I'm going to church, is what she said. She couldn't help me because she was going to church. And I remember thinking in my head, like, maybe I should not judge that she didn't, whatever her reason was, but it just fueled me to feel like I'll never forget that statement where it's like, I'm going to church. I can't help you right now. And I'm like, so your church teaches you to leave stranded a friend or a stranger or even your neighbor, because literally this is my neighborhood. I'm like literally at a four-way stop sign just a few seconds from my own house. Like I'm not very far from home. I wish I could have just rolled my car back, but I live on a hill. And I'm thinking to myself, like, even the police officers showed up faster for my car because I had to go get oil for my car. Even the police officers that showed up faster to get my car towed than they would have showed up like for someone who was like a burglary. You know what I mean? There was 3 cop cars on my empty car when I came back with my dad when we had gas. Or no, sorry, oil. I had to go get oil. My car does this stupid thing when it runs out of oil. It stops all things. It does not let you burn the motor. But my car, for some stupid reason, keeps losing oil earlier, which it's made, the motor, this type of motor is used to burn oil, not have oil left behind. So it's just weird. You cannot gauge it, like how fast it's going to burn the oil. And for a while, I was doing tests with my dealership because there was a recall, and I think my vehicle should still be a part of the recall, that it burns oil too fast, which is why it's left me high and dry on the side of the road 3 times in 1 year. But it always passes the recall test. I've done it 3 times now. But there was more cops on my car than there would have been, like, I don't know, just, you know what I'm saying? Like, there was a big deal that my car was sitting there empty. Like, what the heck, man? And it's like, if you could love your neighbor, right? If you could just give a chance, give people an opportunity. It wasn't like it was a veteran plate. Like, that's another thing. It's like, it's got a veteran plate on your vehicle. Why do you have to act so fast? Like, just calm down. Like, most likely this person is not like, just lift their car here. And sure enough, we come back, they try to jump it, and I was like, no, that's not it. I need to go, I need to put oil in this. The cops like quick to get me out of there, as if it was like someone died, But my point is, I'm getting off cue here, is like, when you decide that, say, you're going to a church, I have found that more people that say they go to church actually do not act in the church way than I have ever seen in my life. And even I went to this one church when I was going through some devastating times with David. I went to this one church alone, and I was standing there in the pew by myself, or surrounded by strangers, crying. I literally was crying because I was going through so much. And not one person like even put their hand on my shoulder. I was a stranger to that church, and those people were not welcoming. They didn't care that I had tears. They didn't, like, to me, sometimes the best place you can be is not at a church. So if you've decided not to go to church, I understand. I'm right there with you. I wouldn't judge every church the same, but I have been to so many. This one time, I told myself, I'm going to start, we're in the Bible Belt of the entire U.S. Like, I don't know why, but there's so many churches right here. I could try a church every day for 365 days and still not try all of them within like probably a 50-mile radius. There's so many churches. And so there was one year where I felt like, every Sunday I'm going to go to a different church. And I did that until I was like, I haven't found one in a minute, 3 months or something. I haven't found one in a minute where I actually felt like I would go and stay there. And I thought that was ridiculous. So I just aborted that altogether. But isn't that something that makes you think if you can try a church every Sunday until you found an awesome one, but you don't find an awesome one? Like, something's wrong. Something is wrong with humanity with that. Nikki Sweet. I'm chit-chatting, but I'm not feeling great. Nikki gets a star. Thanks for checking on me. Those of you guys who have checked on me, I appreciate that. Stephen M., that's nothing new. Broadcast income has been like that for 100. Exactly, Stephen M., that's so true. It's nothing new. YouTube allows it now, even on videos, even after live. Before it used to be only on lives, now you can even donate to just, if it's offline, it's an uploaded video, you can donate now. I've seen that. I was like, wow, that's pretty cool. They let you support your creator all the time now. But even public radio, the other day, I donated to something the other day, even if I'm like on the edge of my finances too, I still feel like it's true. Oh, Wikipedia, they're trying to go away, or there might be bought out, or they can't, like that's what I say. If everybody did $1, Wikipedia was like, did anyone else see that? If you're always Googling questions and stuff, what if it went away? And your answers always come from Wikipedia. Do you donate to Wikipedia? So I was like, that's true. I always ask these questions, and they're like medical questions, especially like medical or health and stuff like that. If it went away, I'd be pretty devastated. Even public radio, these places that you love to listen to facts, where do you think they get, paid from? So you got to donate to what you love and support. I always tell you guys that. Felix, hello. This is Miss Faith. If you don't know her, she's been on live for a while. We've been watching her health, and she went through a devastating time a week and a half ago where she almost passed away. So check it out. I had COVID 2 times. Now I have asthma from it. I'm so sorry to hear that. My son pays for me to have no ads. That's awesome. Thank you, son. Joey, good to see you. There goes my next star. And let me go right here. Where's Spirit Angel? Don't tell me she's already in bed. Let me see here. Megan's very late. I wish I was left-handed sometimes. I can do some things left-handed, but I can't write very clearly yet. No, I can't write very clearly fast. Okay. But I am putting these stickers on left-handed, which says a lot, doesn't it? Get some rest. I will. I have been resting a lot. Oh my gosh, I totally feel you. It's exhausting to say one sentence, right? What do you mean? Do you have COVID right now too? Try bone broth for your health. Ooh, what? No. Even though it's funny that I have bone broth in my cupboard. I just bought some like for Faith or Pastel when they were under recovery. Jonah, do you like cats? Oh my gosh, Jonah, you haven't watched my cat videos? You must go watch. You haven't seen the one with little one where I adopted him and raised him with David, and you need to go check it out. Search My Favorite Groomer Cats and look at the kitten and watch him grow up on my channel. The dictionary meaning of tithing is 10%. Interesting, Grandma Shell. That lady is a horrible example of a Christian. I know, Doug. When she said that, she sent her husband. The husband shows up, and he's Army, a past retired Army. And I'm like, my dad's standing there. He's a 70-year-old retired Air Force guy. I'm standing there. I was, in the Air Force as well. I did not retire. And I'm looking at him, I'm thinking, well, that's really sweet of your wife to show up, or the wife to call you. I said, now I understand why you showed up, because military usually stick together. But I was appalled by like her excuse of like, I'm on my way to church, I'm too busy to help you. And I thought, when you get to church and say this lady needed help, but I had to leave her, I was like, at least I know better. I would not do that. If I felt unsafe, I might not stop either. But I'm like this 5'4" female in my military jacket, It is chilly. I remember now. It is chilly outside. I'm by myself. My cargo van's wrapped with all of my business on it. I'm sure these people might have seen it, but you never know. I've got a veteran license plate, which she pulled up behind me, and I walked over to her. There was 4 cars of people that stopped at this stop sign that I asked for help, and none of them helped me. And I just wish I could just go, I wish I could show my community how we are, because I'll tell you this, I've helped so many people, and not even all in my community, that I would just want to vomit if I knew my neighbors were all this way. Like, it's just sad. It's just a really sad situation, in my opinion. My neighbor is hard to love, but I'm nice to her anyway. Yep, be better than the other. I wish churches accept LGBTQ people more. I'm gay, haven't been to church in years. Oh, I didn't know you're gay. Thanks for letting us know. Megan, that's the first time you ever said that to us, I think. I think there's lots of churches that allow that. I don't know where, though. Go figure, they always find a way to get out of paying to fix warranty work. Okay, I'm lost on that one. Warranty work. Bone broth? Okay, you have to clear that one. I forgot where we were at. So sorry for your bad experiences. Anna, thank you. There's nothing we can do about it except for live through them and share them, and then maybe that share will help other people not to be like that. Too many people see church as a status thing or social event rather than the real point of going to church. You're right on that, Dede. Rest easy, Dede. I donate to Wikipedia. Oh, that's awesome. Faith is famous. Yeah. Oh, faith. I'm talking about faith. Faith and the real faith. Yeah. Callahan, how's it going? Hi, Callahan. Callahan, welcome. I'm sorry, Megan. There are so many churches in our area accepting all walks of life. There should be a Pride pages or Pride chapter for your area to help. Look that up, Megan. It's a scary world, Nikki. Yes, it is. That it is. And so you have to be careful, too, as you tread into new territories that you're not familiar with. You know, sometimes maybe things like what we're doing, an online community where you can pray in your own way, and you can be a part of people that are praying for you without judging you or looking at you and making judgments by how you look, behave, act, or who you decide to call yourself, you know? And maybe that's why we're really a little popular secret. We're a big secret if we're on YouTube. And look at him stretch. Look how big this dog is. What is he doing over there? Can't help but look at Pastel and how lovely she is. Cannot believe she was almost fighting for her life too, like 3 weeks ago now. Like, what the heck? Thank God that everyone's pretty recovered. Faith is now following me from the front of the house to the back of the house. No shame. And she's feeling a lot better. It's me that's not feeling good yet. Go figure. I cannot believe I'm live with you guys. This is, I hope you understand why. This is how many excuses I have, you know. You can have a bunch of excuses and you can use your excuses all day long for not showing up. But at the end of the day, can you actually show up? And if you can, you should. Of course I missed you. My dog and Hulk and cat, my dog Hulk and cat Kinja are watching you too. What's up, Hulk? What's up, Kinja? Kinja! Look at Saki's tongue, man. I was trying to make her stick it back in so it doesn't dry up too fast. You stick your tongue back in your mouth or it's going to dry out and be crusty. There you go. She was supposed to have a dental tomorrow. I'm pretty sure I'm not going to go. It's not my fault. The veterinarian doesn't check their voice. They don't have a voicemail that you cannot call. They have a internet chat only. So I sent them a chat and said, hey, I'm not, you know, this is what my test results were. Do you want me to still come in tomorrow, Monday morning? And honestly, I don't think I should take her. I think everyone should just chill for a minute, just in case, you know, something is affecting my dogs as well. Megan, you're so welcome. You're so welcome. You are not judged here at all. P. Bustos, what's up? Where have you been? You get a sticker. We're all trying to use all these stickers up tonight. And it looks like some of y'all are showing up late, which is fine by me. I get to use one more sticker here. Well, as we look at faith and just talk, I can't believe you guys like to listen to me while you look at faith. I really appreciate that. Hello, Spidey. You lost me on that statement, Doug. Did I miss something? Something about warranty work. Did I miss something on that? Warranty work. Steven, are you still out there? I don't think I've seen Steven on here very often. As I try to recap, AC, where's AC at? I think AC made a comment about like letters. It's been on my mind since. I was like, give me AC's mailing address. I'll send you a letter. Letters being like a gift you don't get anymore. I don't think I saw anybody say anything if these lives are worth a nightly before I let you go, or comment below later if it's too much for you to think about. Oh, the vehicle. Oh, no. So I have a warranty plan. It's not the warrant. Thank you, TC Bear. It's not the warranty that wouldn't cover it. It's past the warranty. I actually had a warranty. It's right outside the warranty. We got a whole bunch of stuff fixed before the warranty. The warranty's expired, but this is a recall. And since the car, even the mechanic at the Chevrolet that I go to, he was like willing to like really bend the rules to get my motor covered. It just would not even come close to not passing inspection. However, at all those 3 times it let me sit on the road was empty, the oil was depleted, was 2,000 before oil change, you know? So it's just like, are you serious right now? No, I'm not talking about if I'm feeling not well. I'm talking about on a regular basis. So think about nothing about how I feel right now at all. Just think about on a daily basis, the lives that we do. Do you prefer, like, not that you could even choose, but do you feel like on a nightly, because most of you do chime in on a nightly basis when I come out nightly. Does the live nightly, whether I'm sick or not, that's not what I'm talking about. I want to know an opinion. Well, not opinion. I want to know the fact of how you feel. So each one of you watches the live or arrive for the live. So if you arrive for the live and you stay, what is it worth to you? Is it something you're like, yeah, I wouldn't come every night? Or, I mean, some of you guys come every night. So I can't say that. You wouldn't come if I wasn't here. If I was here, you're here, right? Some of you guys, like right here, Paula Cisneros is almost there every time. MP, Pookie Puppy, 98%. She's missed a few. Not like that, though. TC Bear, Megan's been on the tail end of all the lives right now, but not every day for over a month. Grandma Shell has been here almost every time. Doug has been here almost every time. Aunt B has been here almost every time. Michelle My Bell is like 92%. I can see how often you come. I can kind of memorize it. AC has been here 92%. Nikki Sweet's almost 100%. There was a couple you missed because of the beginning where you had those things going on. But I mean, since like even before that and after that, you were like on point. So 98%. So we're talking folks that arrive almost every single time and almost like 98%. Joey, oh, I mean, like maybe missed one. So it's like maybe I've seen 2. Maybe I've seen it in the comments too. It'll be like, hey, I'm watching after kind of thing. But when you guys are living your life, is this something, what's it worth it to you? What is it worth to you? That's what I would like to know. And maybe it's not, it's the time I give, it's the contribution. It's like, is it worth it for me? Can I do a live and just post it out there and you just watch it? Or do you actually like the participation? As a community, what does that do for you? And then what that has to be worth something. So then what is that worth for you? Is it worth $5 a month for someone to do something for 30 minutes to 90 minutes every day? Is it worth $5 a month? Is it worth a membership? I mean, MP is gifting many memberships, but you have to get your own membership, right? Because that's all MP's money. So it's like, what is it worth it to you? And that's why PJ prayer time disappeared. Like, what is it worth? What is the value of my time and the community that we gather here? What is it worth to you? And then, does it really make a difference in your world? What does that difference look like? Does it make you happier? Does it bring you together? Does it make you feel like a community? Are you able to share, be received? Are you able to, you know what I'm saying? So, when someone is doing something, if they're at a job and they don't feel valued, right? If they don't feel like it's worth it, then they won't stay, or they will start to actually not do a great job, right? So to be transparent, which I always am, right? To be transparent with the community, it's like, what is it worth it for you? Because if Dede doesn't hold this, y'all aren't meeting on your own, right? Y'all ain't meeting on your own. So if like when I disappeared because David passed and I was there every day because he was a part of your world and I wanted you there and I needed you to know what was happening. I needed you to really know because we could all pray for David. But when my mom passed, she wasn't a part of your community. She doesn't know you. You don't know her. I hardly talked about my personal family. I didn't want them to be in the light of pain or suffering or vengeance or hate based off of my channel, which is people thrive on hating me. So I didn't want my family members, young or old, to be attacked or manipulated or scammed in any way, which has happened. They went through and did that to David's family, on account of me. Now, David might have did his own thing at that time, like drummed him up some more, but they searched out all his family members on account of me to attack me. And I didn't want that for my family, so I've kept them quiet, like in the behind the scene. I don't need you to know who my family members are so you can make someone go hurt them. You might think this innocent talk on another live feed, but it's not. It's dangerous. You should be careful how you speak about people and maybe not speak about them at all unless they speak for themselves, because you might be thinking you're talking about somebody that's nice, but then they turn right around and be the devil themselves, which is obviously true. People can do that. That's called manipulation. That's called control. That's called lying. And unless you know that person, unless you know them face front, full on, you should be careful how you share people's information, all of it. At all times. You should safeguard it as if it was your own self. So now, when my mom passed, I wasn't live a lot because, again, I didn't want my family attacked for any reason, but I did share with you, what was happening. And after I realized, when I stopped doing lives, you guys had an emptiness that was without me. I felt obligated to let you know I care about you. I care about you, each and every one of you, because you lifted me up. And during times where I had to share personal things with David that you needed to be there for, but also you didn't have to be there for, and you were there. You know what I mean? It's so intimate. And so I want to be there for you every night if it takes that, every night that I can be, to let you know I care about you and I remember you, I love talking to you all, makes me happy. Oh, that's a good one. My dad just called, so I can't hear live, but I'll catch up. I check for it every evening. That's good to know. I think the lives every day is a lot on your plate. That's not what we're talking about. That's not an answer. I have to sign off for tonight. Big love to everyone. Good night. We love them, but we want you to get better. Got that? I'm in the room. Okay. You were talking about the deal. Okay, got it. I don't mind paying. I get to go. We'll be back tomorrow. Okay, gotta go. People are really mean to you, and I'm sorry for that. Thank you, Callahan. Good night. Hi, Jane. See what I'm saying? Jane's late, but we give her a star. Okay, well, we're about to sign off, so I'm going to wait for some answers. If I don't get those answers, I kind of expect you guys to leave some answers on the comments. Did I say Jane? Jane F. Hi, Jane. Give Jane a star here. We almost finished out these stars tonight. After we finished these stars, Spirit Angel has gifted me these stars here. They're sticking to every part of my body at this point. Did I pick them all up? And Saki in the house is still got her tongue sticking out. So that's what happens when you start missing or losing your big canines in the front, you will have your dog hanging out their tongue, and we don't want that. So I'm going to tell you right now, what happens is they starts to get dry and crusty, and that part will start to break a little bit, their tongue. It's so sad. It's one of the saddest things ever. So for the longest time, forever, I wanted her to hold on to that tooth. Well, eventually that tooth found its way on falling out on its own. I sometimes wonder, because I haven't been able to find it anywhere. I haven't found it anywhere. I wonder if she swallowed it, man, because she'll eat anything, Miss Saki. So she may have swallowed that sucker. But as you guys know, I had tested positive for COVID. Thank you so much, Bear Angel, for my COVID test. She got me one that was not expired. Yes, I could have got it myself, but I was not leaving the house. I felt horrible the last few days. And I've been resting a lot. And who knows? Pookie Puppy thinks I got it from the dentist, which may be true. There was a couple times where I had to say, I was at the dentist office and I walked in there, I was feeling okay, and like emotionally felt okay. And then this was the day that Faith got her, went in for supposed to be a dental, turned into blood work and sub IQ. She was there all day. So I felt that time, I found the dentist I was going to use, and I went to get x-rays and then planned to go ahead a different day, like to plan moving forward what I need to do for my own dental. Well, the next day I got the x-rays. The next day was the second day that the dentist that does the teeth pulling, he's only at that dentist twice a month, and that happened to be the next day. So I took it, and we had that tooth pulled out. Well, the day that I went in, which was Faith's day, to get my x-rays, I walked in there, and I was like doing paperwork, and then I waited, and then I went back, and then they had to do the x-rays, and this lady was coughing a lot. So I put my mask on, and I said, and she goes, "You're going to have to take your mask off for me to do x-rays." And I said, "Well, you're kind of coughing a lot, and I understand that, but I'm going to have my mask on until the moment I need to take the x-rays, because I don't really know what to say to you about you coughing, so I just rather just cover myself up." And she says, "Yeah, I'm sorry, I have allergies." She didn't really say sorry. She was kind of moody, but she was like, "I have allergies, this and that, this and that." And so you never know where you might have picked up COVID, but for the entire time during 2020 to 2022, I didn't get COVID. And I find myself a very strict person when it comes to wearing my mask. So for me to get COVID during the week that I had a lot going on with the veterinarian, my own dentist and stuff like that, it's kind of like, well, where did you get it then, Dede? You know, it's like, it's not easy for me to say, like, I walk around ignorant. I really am not ignorant. And I'm very aware of what people are doing around me to protect myself so I don't get sick. And here I am. I ended up with it, you know. Oh, yeah, it could have been the trade show as well. But the trade show was a week before my dentist visit, which I know you're saying, MP, that you can get, you can be a carrier for 2 weeks, which is true. You'll just never know, right? You'll never know. And you're right. It could have been the trade show. You're right. Yep, totally could have been the trade show too. Yep. The coughing lady. Did you let them know you tested positive? I did. I think think either the dentist or the vet. But all we can do at this point is guess. Ooh, the dog looks like he has a lot of proteins. Yum. What? Customer service. Is this the sticker adhesive helpline? Oh my gosh. Customer service. People are really, yeah, thank you. I'm not really sure what that statement means. Does that look like they're trying to say that the animal is good for protein to eat and ingest? And why would someone want me to say that publicly and even relate to something like that on such a channel? It just makes you wonder, like, huh? Does that picture look like what is that? But it really has gone through this crazy resurgence lately. Yeah, I agree, because didn't we have Megan, who AC was a family member that had COVID? I can't remember the other day, but Megan also said someone did. I did a lot of prayers. I actually have it written down here in my notebook, you know, like how many people got COVID? Maru, that made Maru say something. Hello, Maru. I'll give Maru a sticker. What, I can't assume what that full statement made. It was kind of a choppy statement, but I was like, what? Oh, Megan's mom, and then who else? My coworker. Yep, see? There were, and then I told you guys about it too, like someone I knew, something. Oh, even the president, you know what I mean? Like, hey, it's a little closer to home than you think. So you got to, hey, I would suggest being careful out there unless you want to catch it. Unless you want to catch it. Be safe while you can. Okay, everyone, we're going to say a prayer. So those of you guys facing COVID, and now include myself, Lord Jesus, we ask you to come lift us up and help us to get well and feel better. Please protect my dogs and let them not be affected by what's gone through my body. If I've stepped in any places where this has been something that I've picked up or something that I've given away, please, God, help those people that may also have it. And it looks like to me it's just traveling around. Please protect those people out there that are carrying it, that don't know, and then try to give us a better way to protect ourselves and do better. God, thank you for my friends, and thank you for Spirit Angel for giving me so much help lately for while I've been sick. And thank you so much for my channel here, my community. You know, they're so supportive and kind and loving. And then there's a whole nother class of people that do things that are just like, that could be reported on crime control on television or something. I ask you to, to forgive them for who they are in the world, because just like some of the comments sometimes that we have to moderate, it's like, those are the types of folks that don't know their actions are extremely painful, and only you can judge how to handle that, and only you, because if you were to read my thoughts, and I know you have, I mean, they are not pretty, but it's not my duty to handle those kinds of decisions. That's not what I should be doing down here. I should be letting my fellow neighbors and friends and strangers and my fellow human being know that you exist and God is merciful and you have forgiveness, and it is unto you to make judgments, and the wrath of God is for the wrath of God. The wrath of God is for God alone. And I am not God. And therefore, I give those things and those pains and those feelings that I have, that those who have done harm to me, that you will handle those situations properly. Because if it were in my control, it would not be pretty. And you help me control myself, because I am not God, nor do I want to be God. And therefore, I trust in your judgment, as you've given me the ability to withstand such storms, even in tears, when I disbelieve in myself. But you give me the strength to push on and to see you as the light of my world and not the darkness. Lord, thank you for letting me show other people how it could be done, and help those that are here with me all pray together for each other. We should also pray for those who attend churches who do not act as if they do, who do not hear the word of God, but go just to participate in a group and then leave acting differently. God, please let those people learn in their own way what they are doing wrong, and how just attending doesn't mean that you are any closer to God in your actions. I don't know what that needs to happen. Only you can handle that, because that's a lot of people. But I think that when we talk about it and we can bring it to the light, we can actually fix it. God, thank you for my friends here and my community. We would not be the same without you. Lord Jesus, amen. Yeah, just in what, 2 weeks, Nikki? Just in like 2 weeks, I'm affected. I'm a creator that doesn't live anywhere near you. And you have people in your world affected. Other fans here, just in this tiny little place, this little speck on the YouTube, we have like how many that we've talked about. It's crazy. We've talked about a lot. So, and this is speckles across the planet, right? So, hello, wake up. Give yourself some warnings now, because I don't want you guys to get sick. Not everyone can heal the same. Not everyone will feel the same. Not everyone has the same time frame, you know. Ah, Spirit Angel, what's up? I'm gonna give you a star. Have you been in the background? Or did you just get here? Because we're about to leave. I pulled all my energy together to be here. Oh my gosh, look at them. Rachel, hello. You know what? MP gave out some memberships tonight. Isn't that awesome? And Miss Faith has been sleeping the whole time. If I get up, she's going to sit up and look around, though. Rachel, good to see you. I can't remember the last time you showed up, but I am going to put a sticker. Because I see your name often. Not as often as Pookie Puppy, but I do see your name often. I say that, you're a moderator. What the heck, Dede? Shut up. Yeah, sometimes you have to say shut up. I'm so glad you guys still hung out with Faith, though. I'm just not good enough to say hello face to face, but maybe we'll see. Hopefully you'll see me tomorrow. If not, I will see you the day after. Otherwise, thank you for being here. And if, oh, we got a little stretchy stretch. Did you stretchy stretch? Don't you love it when your dogs stretch? Why do I love that? Get a little star, Rachel. I probably missed it, but what are the stickers for, if I can ask? If you've been here quite a while, like I've been live almost every day for a month and a half, and if someone chimes in every single live, we started doing this little cute thing by putting stars next to your name if you've been here a multitude of times back to back. I don't know, it just started, and it's something cute and fun, so I just kept it going. I did say after a certain point, there's going to be too many people for me to do the stars. If it ever gets like that, then I will just abort the stars because I don't have enough time to do all the stars and then still chat, you know? Well, Rachel, then maybe you've been in our prayers for you, so hopefully things will be looking better for you. Don't worry. We love cute and fun. For all of you, I hope the best for you. And we'll see you soon. Have a great night. And thanks for all the likes. I appreciate you. We'll see you soon. Good night.